Hello everyone, named Jaleesa JJ moved to you such as game reviews everybody, and now everyone I'm giving you my Walking Dead season 6 episode 16 Last Day on Earth, basically the finale, who died, my prediction of who has officially kicked the can. And again everyone, I have a link down below for the Walking Dead season 6 overall review over this entire season, and I'm going to have another video which is the Walking Dead season 6 episode 16 of what I thought about Last Day on Earth, the review of the entire episode, the finale. So again, who did I think that at last time we saw our characters, they were all on their knees, and Negan had the freaking Lucille, and he was gonna do eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch a tiger by the toe. If you let him go, eeny, meeny, miny, mo. He picked one, and he bashed one's head in. And he said, "Oh, you're taking like a champ." He bashed one's head in, and he killed someone. Now, let me do process elimination. Morgan and Carol, they're not there, so they're safe for season 7. Carl and Rick. You know why I say that? Because Negan said this to to everyone, to his people. Like, if anyone moves the screen, take the kid's eyes on, feed it to the dad. So you know he ain't pointing to the dad, Rick, the leader. You know he ain't pointing to Carl. So Carl and Rick, Morgan and Carol are gone. They are gone. So who do we have left? We have Rosita, Michonne, Daryl, Glenn, Maggie, and Abraham and Eugene. Now, who died? Who should die, and who do I want to die? Okay, in the comics, Glenn dies. Now let's think about this for a moment. If Glenn actually dies, how does this affect the group? It affects the group tremendously. Glenn has been since the beginning with these people, but if Glenn were to die, if Glenn did die, then Maggie this episode really set up this whole situation where Maggie's like, "Oh, I trust in Rick Grimes, I trust you, I believe in you," and if Glenn dies, that will shatter her, and it'll probably lead up to where it is in the comics. But also, Glenn, if the Glenn dies, Maggie will also have anger towards Daryl because Glenn was only out there because of Daryl, and so was Michonne. So it's just really, really sad. So who should die? Everyone believes it's Glenn, and if it is Glenn, I'll be fucking heartbroken. He's my second favorite character. Rick's number 1, Daryl number 3. Yeah, Daryl's a great character, but he's not my favorite. Glenn is always just an extremely lucky guy, and maybe his luck has run out. I really hope it's not Glenn, but if it is, it's more likely, possible, logical. But other characters who I don't think it is. I don't think it's Rosita. One, just because of the fact that I'm just because you want to make a big impact, and Rosita's definitely want to be a big impact. She's just there. I don't think it's Eugene. I don't think Eugene will die. I think he has so much character development still to go on, and so much more stuff relationship. He could still go. Now, Maggie. I will never believe Maggie's gonna die. I seriously do doubt it, because if Maggie were to get hit, then freaking Glenn would have jumped in for sure, save Maggie. No matter if Carl would have lost an eye. So it ain't gonna be Maggie. Maggie's out. Rosita's out. To me, Eugene's out. So who do we have left? We have Abraham, Daryl, still Glenn, Sasha, and Michonne. I don't think Michonne's gonna die because she still has a relationship with Rick, and I don't think, and if she did die, it would shatter a lot of fans, and they just got together. But I don't think they're gonna kill a romance just as quickly. No. If they really want to utter us and destroy us, they'll destroy one of the longest relationships in the show, which is Glenn and Maggie. And I really think it's Glenn. I really think it's Glenn. But if not Glenn, to me the best other option, I would rather have Daryl die than Glenn, but I don't think Daryl is gonna die. I think he's gonna get revenge on Dwight and probably get his crossbow back, but you never know. I just don't. I don't think Merle. I just don't think he died. I just think Mr. Dixon dies. I just don't know. Daryl's not gonna die. My opinion, he didn't die. He ain't gonna die. Now, Sasha. Could Sasha die? Yes. Possibility. The reason why is because of that. Because it'll cause a great tension with the characters. Maggie's affected by her, and also so is Abraham, so is Rosita, so is Eugene. But to me, I say the best person to take this fall is Abraham. If not Glenn, it's going to be Abraham. It's not going to be Aaron. He's a small Y in her character, just like Rosita. Sasha possibly could happen, but I don't think they're going to kill her off. And how he spoke is like, sounds more like, oh, you're taking like a champ, like if it was a guy. So, I don't think it's Eugene. It's either Glenn, Daryl, or Abraham. Sasha's my fourth pick. So, my top ones is Glenn, number 1. Don't want him to die. Really don't. Abraham, Daryl, Sasha. Now, if Abraham were to die, who does this affect to? Sasha and freaking Eugene. If one of these two characters dies, we get this little moments with them in the car with Sasha, talk with Abraham about children, or Abraham talking to Sasha about children. And then him having this little moment with Eugene saying you're a survivor, and then they hug. This is like a send off, like saying goodbye. And if Abraham were to die, it's possibly it could be him. If Abraham dies, it'll be very sad. It will affect the group tremendously. Sasha will blame fucking Rick in a case. Maybe Maggie, if both Maggie and Glenn do survive, then Maggie might still not resent Rick, and Daryl for a bit may want to move to the Hilltop. That's my prediction because that happens in the comics. But I just don't know who died. But my choice, like I said, it's Glenn, number 1. It's the most logical one. Do I want him to die? Hell fucking no. I don't want none of these characters to die. They're second, Abraham. Third, Daryl. Fourth, Sasha. But I don't think it's Sasha. I don't think it's gonna be Daryl, because he still needs revenge on Dwight. But if it happens, I'm surprised Carol's still alive. That's what I gotta say. I'm just so surprised Carol survived. And here's the thing, just because people who know the comics doesn't mean these characters are gonna die that way. I mean, Glenn dies in the comics this way, but does it make a matter? I mean, will it happen? I mean, Abraham's still fucking around. Carol is still fucking around. These characters weren't here before, and I don't even believe Morgan was still around in this entire season. But in the series, in the comic books, not just yet. But I don't think these characters are gonna die. But, I mean, Andrea's still alive in the comics, and she's dead. But my pick for Walking Dead Season 6, Episode 16, Last Day on Earth, my prediction is Glenn is the one that died. And if not Glenn, it's Abraham. If not Abraham, Daryl, and then Sasha. That's my top 4 of who has died in The Walking Dead. And I really hope it's not Glenn. Yeah, I really hope. So everyone, leave a comment down below. Let me know. Respect my opinion. I'll respect yours. Just let me know what y'all think about this episode. And who do you think died at the end? Leave down your predictions. Everyone, named Lee signing off from everybody. Bye.